interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Ready. Yellow, line, switch, yellow.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Again, it's Harris on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off-play action. Weston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Roman. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Roman. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll look to throw again. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Weston. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's now second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
On the play fake. Weston forced out to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jameson Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Roman. Open man downfield is Hill. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. An extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll start the drive with Harris. A gain of 3, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, Weston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on second down. Weston. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, finding space at the 40, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
To return, Tariq Woolen. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating for the gun, Weston. He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Weston. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Steelers at 7-3 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, this is Harris. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. play action. Weston. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard. That's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Jackson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. York able to send this one through, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They run for it with Harris, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Roman. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check pitch. Black one. Yellow one.
Operating from the gun. Roman. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll drop this down to Jackson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So the halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. On fourth down, Weston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Weston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Roman.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off the play fake.
Weston. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Weston. And this is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they run with Harris off the option.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
from the gun on third down. Weston, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we're not going to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get back now in Miami. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Roman. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Check right. Smith red.
Looking to throw. Roman. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
They had to fight for every yard on that run. shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston, Pickens on the slant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Okay, ready? 52. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Roman, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roman. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Roman over the middle and complete to Waddle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Roman. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Harris running straight ahead. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
An option handoff given to Harris. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 51 yards for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Steelers have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.